Today, a rare warning from the U.S. Surgeon General issuing a public health advisory on the mental health crisis affecting our youth. And now a state senator has some big plans to address these challenges. Channel 8's Alexis Ganeski joins us live in studio with the details. Alexa?
Yeah, that's right. Nebraska Senator Jen Day says she's introducing several bills in the upcoming session to address this crisis facing the nation. She says we cannot wait any longer to take action. Young people are suffering and dying as we speak.
We have to start addressing the issues that have been happening with mental health care and access to mental health care for a really long time. And it unfortunately took that being exacerbated by the pandemic for us to start to notice.
Mental health care was one of the reasons Senator Jen Day got involved in public policy. She says mental illness has touched her life personally. That's why she's introducing several bills this upcoming session to address the mental health crisis felt around the world. Senator Day says one of the problems in Nebraska is a shortage of mental health care professionals. She's trying to solve that by working with universities to provide incentives for people to join the profession and get those qualified into the schools.
Schools have essentially become, at least in the state of Nebraska, a primary resource for kids in terms of mental health care, the access to mental behavioral health care. So that's where we're focusing our efforts, is kind of the intersection between education and mental health care.
Another initiative by several senators is to establish a mental health crisis hotline in the state. It would be similar to dialing 911. Senator Day says we have a lack of awareness on how important it is.
A 7-year-old would be able to tell you, what do you need to do to be healthy physically? You have to exercise, you have to eat well. But if you ask that same kid, what do you need to do to take care of, your brain health and your mental behavioral health, they may not be able to articulate what those things are. And I think that in itself is a really big problem.
This comes after a rare warning from the U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, citing growing evidence of harm in our youth. The general issued a public health advisory on the mental health challenges confronting young adults. From 2009 to 2019, data shows a 40% increase in teens feeling sadness and hopelessness and a rise in emergency room visits. And that number has only grown during the pandemic. Now, Murthy says mental health challenges in our kids and young adults are widespread but are treatable and often preventable. It will take an all-society effort, but he believes we can change that trend.
Megan? Our top story tonight. Thank you very much, Alexa. And another is new.